Welcome and welcome back. Welcome to the channel. This one is going to be a build I'm going to showcase to you that I've finely tuned, tested and tweaked around the Arc-Tempered Raid Owl. We are expecting a phenomenal level of difficulty to hit us in the next couple of hours, and it's a very exciting time. But this build is going to be there for new players and experienced players too, because I put one slot in here that you can alternate very quickly. And if you're more of a powerhouse DPS who knows how to maintain your HP and get out of trouble when you need to, I'm going to give you the talisman slot to swap out to put in something that's more optimum to make you a more DPS machine. But yeah, I'm running through it. Insect glaive first. So gems are going to be on the left, build on the right as always. You can have a look here. You know me, I like a crit build. I like to make sure that we can get high % critical hit chance, but with this one I've gone extra safe because we wanted to build a huge amount of recovery to make sure that we can be constantly recovering our HP, get the thunder resistance in there to stop being blighted, but most importantly for the newer players, what I would love for you to put into your build, which is going to really help you be a great teammate because you're not going to find yourself in trouble too often, and if you do find yourself in trouble, you're going to have a little bit of a safety net to make sure that you're not going to be hitting that cart very quickly. But we'll go through the weapon skills, we'll go through the arm skills quite quick, and then I'll showcase you 5 other weapons that quickly slot into this build and what you can do to alternate it to become more optimum if you're more of an alpha hunter who's got the experience behind you. But yeah, critical boost, razor sharp, critical eye, handicraft and airborne. Staple offensive insect glaive gem build. This in itself is going to give you good power in the air. It's going to make sure that you can hit high critical hit % chance. So you're going to be running an 84% critical hit chance on this on a weak spot. 94% once you've got your mantle on, which is really nice because when you're hitting 100% on the wound, you're going to still be doing a lot of critical damage. That justifies critical boost for me. And then you've got your razor sharp in there to keep your white sharpness solid. But handicraft, we need it. Critical eye, beautiful thing. Into the armor skills, weakness exploit. Love this skill. It's always in your build. It's got to make sure that you're going to get this in there because it's going to enable you to become a critical hit monstrosity. We like to have that. Agitator. This Arc-Tempered Raid Owl is going to be very aggressive and very agitated the whole fight. I expect this to spend about 80 to 90% uptime in this fight due to the nature of how Arc-Tempered are. But heroics. For those of you who have never used this, I want you to squeeze this in your build via your talisman. For the new players, I want you to get this in there. It's going to give you, most importantly, a defense plus 100 if your HP drops below 35%. This is a 419 base defense set. It's got an incredible level of recovery. It's going to keep you alive on a consistent basis. But for those of you who are going to struggle with how fast this monster is going to move and how hard he's going to hit, heroics is going to save your life more than once. Get it in there, and plus you get a nice attack buff if you're pushing for DPS and you really want to start outputting damage in the final phases of the fight, let's say, and it's a little bit more risky. But it's in there, give that a shot. New players, slot that in. I promise you, if you're struggling your way through this fight, that's going to do nothing but help you stay alive. And then recovery speed, you need this in there. It falls in organically throughout the set itself anyway, but we want to be quadrupling the speed because the Zolshir 4-piece is going to push us into a high level of recovery. Then maximum might level 2 and counter strike level 1. We like that in there also as well. What also falls in here, which is a really nice thing, is coalescence, because on this particular blast build that we're running, we want to make sure we're outputting as much blast as possible, and we are going to be definitely taking elemental damage from this boss. And then elemental absorption is going to push you into a 31 thunder resistance. That's going to give you an extra shield and an extra bit of defense against this particular monster. Earplugs level 1, got to be in your build on an insect glaive because once you've got your buffs up, you're fine. Traditional Raid Owl has a 2 gem requirement for earplugs. He doesn't need the full set of earplugs, so when you've got full buffs and 1 pip of earplugs in your build, he should not be able to roar through you. And then Zolshir's Pulse, which we've talked about multiple times, overpowered, helps you regen your health on a consistent basis, doesn't matter if you've got a red bar or not. Beautiful thing. As I've mentioned, get heroics in your build. This is going to save your life. But let's say you're more of an experienced hunter and you wanted to output more DPS. Your talisman is your quick switch here. So if you don't need heroics and you don't find the necessary need to actually get into that window where you're taking that much damage, take it straight out. You can pop yourself burst in here. You could come Flayer if you wanted to, latent power if you want to push 100% crit. You can go stamina surge on an insect glaive. So I've been testing this a lot recently because I've been trying to remove constitution out of my build to try and pre in some other skills the best that I possibly can. Stamina surge seems to, you would think on the outlook, is very counterproductive. But due to the nature of how the aerial combos work with an insect glaive, once you've landed on the ground, if you take a second, because of the stamina surge buff throwing you straight up into the skill at an extra 50%, by the time you need to go again, you are back at a really high percentage chance of stamina. Most importantly, using maximum might at 2 levels here, when you land your feet on the floor and you want to hit that maximum might prop because you've been doing an aerial combo, and let's say that the buff has disappeared, stamina surge is going to put you back into that buff in immediate status. But yeah, go full maximum might if you want to, full counter strike, the choice is your own. You can even go with Vade Extender if you want a little bit more comfort around the fight itself. But yeah, quickly moving over to the other weapons. So this set is designed in an optimum way to make sure that you can slot in multiple weapons but still keep an incredible level of survivability. But Insect Glaive build is there. Right underneath it you've got the Archray Greatsword. So this is our one from the other video. You can always have a look on the channel and see my breakdown of how all the skills are going to combine together nicely on that one. But this slots into it very, very nicely. You still get heroics in there, take it out if you don't need it, but puts you in a great spot. Chargeblade, exactly the same. So if you wanted to see the Greatsword build in here, the gems are there for you. So you can have a look on that one. If you want to come away from Greatsword, it's not really your thing, you want to go Chargeblade. Chargeblade rolls exactly the same, but we're still an absolute machine with survivability with high crit chance. So it's a nice, easy fix. The armor doesn't change, the gems in the armor don't change, you're just rotating what you're putting in that weapon. And then if you want to come over to Switch Axe, exactly the same rules apply. You've no problem at all on your Switch Axe. But then all your skills are there, all your gems are on the left. Heroics, everything. Beautiful. It's a knockout based switch axe. We've had great success with this in terms of knocking monsters down and keeping them twitching and keeping them getting all over the place with the paralysis build on there also for maximum CC. And then into your hammer build, for your hammer mains, your bonk brothers, you're out there with the gems for a knockout based charge up slugger hammer build that's going to keep you alive, keep you solid, and keep you rotating your way through this fight. Really huge amount of defense, but again, can't stress to you enough. If you're looking at this and you're thinking, I don't need that much survivability because I'm an absolute beast, take heroics out. Put something more suitable to your build with a quick alternation on that talisman, and you can put in whatever your heart desires. But it's all there for you. Have a good look at it. I wish you all the absolute best of luck with this fight. I'm really excited to die. I'm hopefully going to cart a few times. It's going to push me and allow me to get locked in and really push it to the next level. But anything else you need, please drop it in the comments box. Thanks for joining a very small community in the Monster Hunter world, but we get bigger every day. I appreciate every sub, I appreciate every like, and any comments I will try and get back to every single one of you. But yeah, leave a like and subscribe. You know the vibes. Peace.